What is going on, everybody? Today we will be reacting to, to more of Xbox's complete fuck up. Like, let's just be honest here. That's what it is. And yeah, today we'll be reacting to RGT. Oh my God, 85's Xbox confirms price hike for consoles and games. So let's get started.
Quick update on the stepdad. I'm not going to put a timestamp because I'm feeling lazy today, but actually a very good night last night. He's starting to be a bit more alert. So yes, he is feeling better. Rising prices have been something that we have been
no one cares.
talking a lot about on this channel, obviously, in regards to Nintendo. Things like Mario Kart World being $80 and lots of questions surrounding that. And of course, the future of video game prices. But now, hey, Microsoft said, you know what? I think it's time we got in on this party. I think we should start to talk about $80 games and rising prices of video game consoles and stuff like that. Because boy, oh boy,
it's just really funny too because Microsoft is like the last people to really talk about any sort of price increase. Their hardware is failing. Their software is failing. Their Game Pass is an absolute joke and is not really successful as much as they'd like to tout how much it is. It's really not. I think they even lump. Excuse me. I think they even lump the Xbox Live sale, or not sales, sorry, the Xbox Live subscriptions that has nothing to do with Game Pass, and they're lumping it with Game Pass. So I don't know, bro. It's like I would not take their numbers into face value, because tell me why aren't they exactly like giving the exact numbers of PC Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, xCloud, all sorts of stuff like that? Why aren't they giving exact numbers? Oh yeah, because it's an absolute failure, that's why. So don't really take them too seriously with the numbers that they put out. Like even the 34 million, which by the way, even if that was true, not good enough for something that they need to pay licenses for. About like third-party video games, obviously being on there. Like and like the money that they're losing out on even their first-party titles. They would actually just make more just by sending it out and letting it sell whatever the hell. Funny enough that rhymed. But yeah, I mean, I'm just telling you guys, it would actually be better off if they forgot about Game Pass, let the game come out, and let it sell. That's why they put on PlayStation, and now they're starting to put on Nintendo. That's exactly why they did that. That's exactly why. So don't let the Game Pass numbers fool you. It is failing. Thank God it's failing too. You do not want the future of gaming to be only like Game Pass. You know what I mean? You guys are only saying how good it is and how valuable it is because it's an option. Imagine if that's the only way to experience games. Horrible idea.
all out with this. Now, this is coming to us from The Verge. I would link you Verge in the description box down
below.
Yeah,
I completely forgot about Manjaw Perfect Dark Zero.
Blocked me on social media, on Twitter, so I'm not going to do that. You can go to The Verge and read it for yourself. Like, I don't know, that's weird. Like, I don't know what I did. Microsoft is raising prices on Xbox consoles, controllers, and games worldwide. New first-party Xbox games are moving from $69.99 to $79.99 later this year, but there are no increases to Xbox Game Pass yet. You should have put a yet on that because, I mean, I think we can all see the writing on the wall with this. If your games are increasing in price, then you are increasing the price of Game Pass, which people...
Or maybe, hear me out, they're probably just trying to get more people to come to Game Pass. Maybe. That's both a joke, but that's also a speculation. I think that's what they're trying to do.
Use to play games.
So, but you're not going to get more people into Game Pass if you're if you're increasing the price of your fucking consoles, dipshits. That's not how that works, Microsoft. Some chuckle fuck like me should not be the one telling you this. Your advisors should be the one telling you this. You know why? Because Game Pass is not going to come to Steam. Okay, Steam is not going to allow it. Nintendo is not going to allow Game Pass. PlayStation is not going to allow Game Pass on their platform. Sorry, not sorry, but your Game Pass is a failure. Unless Microsoft does some sort of thing where the only way, and maybe then that might not work, but the only way that you could experience their first-party titles on each console is by having this Game Pass first-party specific one that's only available on the Switch and PlayStation. I don't know. I really don't know. But either way, no, it's not going to work out. It's most likely going to fail even more than them just selling it on there, and they know that. They absolutely know that.
Here is what is happening with all of this. Microsoft is raising the prices of Xbox Series S, X consoles, controllers, and even some new games around the world. Starting today, Microsoft says that it has adjusted its recommended retail pricing for its Xbox consoles and controllers, with the Xbox Series X now being $600. You know, this is the console that's not selling well at all, that we have documentation of it not selling very well at all, is now
sold only 3 million consoles last year. Only 3 million consoles last year, and these idiots are like, let's raise the prices. Are you or are you not trying to expand Game Pass, you fucking morons at Microsoft? Are you or are you not? Your shitty hardware should be dropping in price. I mean, it should have been dropping in price a long fucking time ago anyways, you know, because common fucking sense. But no, this is Microshaft we're talking about, and the big three console manufacturers we're talking about. They're each stupid in their own way. Whoa! But Microsoft really, to me, has to be the stupidest out of all of them, in my opinion. They always have been throughout this generation, and they always will be in the future generations now. They are just seeing blind greed without earning it. I'm sorry, but that is exactly what's going on at Microsoft. Sorry to you Xbots. Actually, I'm not sorry to you Xbots. It's absolutely hilarious seeing Microsoft fail, and I'm happy to see them fail. I don't want console manufacturers in the picture anymore. Unless they're on PC, I don't want to see them anymore. You know? Especially Microsoft, since they're the main component to DEI, so fuck them. Like, really.
$100, and they are now planning to adjust pricing of some of its new first-party Xbox games this holiday season up to $80. Once again, a large jump here is what we're seeing. Xbox Series S is moving up from $299 to $379.99, a hike of $80. The Xbox Series S 1 terabyte is moving to $429.99, and Xbox Series X all digital will now be priced at $550.
Yeah, you know these shitty consoles that are the reason why the Series S consoles, regardless of how many gigabytes it has, you know, that garbage console is the reason why you Series X users are not getting games or even getting games running well on your better piece of hardware. You know, better series piece of hardware. Yeah, that's gonna have a price increase. Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
With the 2 terabyte Galaxy Black Special Edition model and an eye-watering $730. Bro, who's paying $730 for a digital Xbox Series X console? Microsoft, no. I understand. I understand real-world situations, economic situations, but you have to realize that nobody's really buying these consoles right now. And that's not a shot at Microsoft, because
yeah, it is. Fuck them. But also, it's like, what price is their next console going to be as well? Like, I'm telling you guys, the Xbox is dead, and I'm happy that it's going to die. Really. Game Pass or Xbox is not dead because they're trying to like, shut the fuck up to you stupid Xbots who are talking about the service of Xbox. Motherfucker, ain't nobody care about Game Pass. Ain't nobody care about xCloud. So even if we're talking about the service part, they're dead. Yeah, they're dead. Like, Jesus Christ, man. These coping Xbots are like, no, dude, they're not dead. They're playing the long game. Playing the long game, huh? Meanwhile, nothing else really has a true Game Pass like environment, right? Like, no one has the Game Pass fucking service other than Xbox and PC. And they're not really getting many PC dudes to go to Game Pass. Oh, gee, I wonder why. It can't rhyme with ream, right? It can't rhyme with cream, right? Like, the service that gives us really cheap games that we overall could play over and over again just by buying it once. Well, I wonder. It's made by Valve, but I forgot the name of it. Huh. I don't know. Whatever.
Xbox fanboys, when I say things like the console isn't selling, like, oh, they don't care about that. They don't care about that. This is just documented factual things. $730. This is crazy. So then, of course, it continues on. Xbox wireless controllers and headsets are also having their recommended retail pricing adjusted in the U.S., with the base controller moving to $64.99 and the Xbox wireless headset at $120. You can already find both of these accessories at this type of pricing right now. Let's go. I can't wait to pay $120 for a headset. Some new Xbox games are moving from $69.99 to $79.99 this holiday season.
Is that your biggest complaint? Dude, their fucking controller is like up to $65. Are you insane? Really? Like, these fucking controllers suck nowadays, man. Even compared to like the PS2 days, bruh. Can any of you tell me if any of you played the old Tenkaichi games, right? And then when you did a beam clash, when you did a special attack and it collided with your opponent's special attack, you guys were fucking like palm fucking the analogs, circling it clockwise, right? Over and over and over again, and you fucking did it really fast and everything. And what happened to the PS2 analog? It was fine after that. Yeah, over the years, it did loosen up a little bit. But overall, PS2 controllers clearly fucking last way longer than, or at least PS2 and like the controllers at the time. They last way fucking longer than the dumbass controllers that we have today. Clearly. And those were just $50 when they came out. The price for inflation, blah blah blah. Okay, well now they're selling it to more people, so it should be cheaper regardless, and it shouldn't be made out of cheap shit. My God.
Matches the more expensive pricing of Nintendo's top Switch 2 launch titles. I mean, there's only one. It's Mario Kart World. Game Pass will remain the same throughout. The Xbox console and controller prices increases will impact European countries, including the UK, as well as markets like Australia. In Europe and the UK, the Xbox Series S is now priced
Oh
at
my God, yeah, because Australia didn't get fucked enough, man. Oh my God, dude.
€149.99 or £300, stuff like that. You can just go on here. The pricing rises come amid uncertainty over the tariffs, and just a day after Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella revealed that Microsoft ended the quarter as the top publisher by pre-orders and pre-installs in both Xbox and PlayStation Store. And you see, this is where things get a little bit murky for me. I'm not a political analyst. I'm not a political fanboy or anything like that. But if we're just talking about prices for tariffs, and we're talking about tariffs and tariffs this and tariffs that, why are they raising it in European countries as well? Like, are European countries doing the same?
That's a good point. Here's another good point. It's also for digital games. Digital games. So don't play that fucking tariffs bullshit. Oh, they're happy to fucking blame everything on tariffs. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You're selling mostly digital shit. And then stuff that's been on the market for years. Years before the tariffs were even a thing. So shut up. I'm sick and tired of this stupid tariffs shit. Be quiet. It's not because of that. First off, the fucking Xbox and PlayStation and Nintendo, they should have dropped in price a long time ago. A long time ago. My God. Like, stop fucking acting like you need to adjust the prices as if they just came out. No, they did not. They came out years ago. So for the Switch, it's almost fucking 10 years ago. It's almost been a decade since that piece of shit came out. 2 years later, and it'll be a decade for the Switch. You have to be fucking kidding me here. And then we're really talking about tariffs? Oh yeah, we're going to increase the base price when they fucking came out, bro. From when they came out, sorry. We're going to increase the price, even though that, yeah, realistically, the fucking Switch 1 should be like around 150, maybe and less right now. You know? The Switch 2 shouldn't even be anywhere near fucking 450. That piece of shit is a dated mess. And, let's see. The PS5 came out 5 fucking years ago, and it was $500. Over the time, they actually increased it to $550. Now, I don't know if they decreased it back. I don't fucking know what happened. But, essentially, yeah, they decreased it. Or, I'm sorry, they increased it back then. No tariffs, no nothing, whatever. And then, we have the PS5 Pro at $700 fucking dollars. It's like, are you kidding me? And then we have Microsoft putting all sorts of series consoles out there with, here's the Series S with 1 terabyte and all that shit. Yeah, because that's what people have asked for, right? Yeah, people didn't ask for you to actually optimize your own fucking games, Microsoft, or anything like that. Man, this is so stupid. Well, whatever. That's a other topic, though, man. God damn. It's like, there's just so many things wrong. I'm sorry. I'm jumping all over the place. There's so many things wrong in this console industry.
Thing as American as USA is doing when it comes to having like tariff differentials and stuff like that. This is crazy. This industry, oh man. Like, let's just call a spade here. Let's just be realistic. Nintendo can get away with some of this. This is it pains me to say this because, it is aggravating, but Nintendo can get away with the console pricing that they have, because when you look at it, it's actually a very good deal in terms of, handheld devices that are currently out there. This is a very
No, it's not. No, it's not. Don't even try to simp for the Switch 2. The Switch 2 is a weak, overpriced piece of shit that is going to charge its Nintendo fans way more than the Steam Deck, even though the Steam Deck is more capable than the Switch 2. I could already tell. It is much more, at least natively, more capable. Oh, the Switch will have some garbage AI. Fuck that. That's not real. Whatever. Shut up. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that, like, no, it is not even worth the price either. Don't even try to simp for the Switch 2. The Switch 2 is what I predicted it to be, a overpriced, underperforming piece of shit that's going to play games at 30 frames per second at best. Good luck.
strong system. Nintendo also has crazy brand loyalty. And with this brand loyalty,
AKA retards,
the $80 game here and there, we'll say, people will do it. People are going to do it. People have already started to do it with Mario Kart World. It's not an ideal situation, but it is something that people are willing to do because, they love Mario Kart. Xbox doesn't have that same brand loyalty. Xbox doesn't have that same sort of situation. And people can say that it's because of the economic conditions that now they are raising the price of games up to $80. But I also feel like when you're the biggest publisher in the world, like you just said, on both Xbox and PlayStation, and then you start introducing that $80 price point right after you say that, oh man, like it's a tough.
Right. I mean, that's actually a good point. I know what he's trying to say. It's like, okay, this is also not a good look when you're trying to appeal to other platforms too, right? Like, how I said that they're not doing enough to appeal to the Nintendo fan base. They're not making experiences around the Nintendo fan base, the PlayStation fan base, the mobile fan base, the PC fan base. They're really not. And these $80 games are not going to do it justice either. It's really not. And especially their fucking Xbox fan base. They're just not doing anything. They're just releasing dog shit and hoping that it would stick. They're throwing dog shit at their own walls and up in the ceiling, and it just ends up falling back on their ugly ass faces. That's what happens at Microsoft headquarters. So it's like, I actually agree with this. What the hell is going on here? If you're trying to appeal to making your games on other platforms, motherfucker, you need to not make games more expensive. What? I mean, the funny thing is that if they just raise the price on Xbox, that would have been fucking hilarious, honestly. Oh my god. Just on Xbox consoles, right? Only Xbox games will be $80, but PC and the rest of them will be just $70. That show would have been hilarious. It would have been fucking hilarious, realistically speaking.
Pill to swallow. But you know what? This is all going to happen. This is all exactly how I thought things were going to play out. This is exactly what I've been saying. No, I'm just kidding. But, with the gaming crash situation that I've been talking about for, a year plus now, things like this are going to start weighing very heavily on the industry. The $80 game is going to really start to alienate a lot of people when it comes to purchasing games and stuff like that. And, $730 for an...
And then, the most important part, too, let's not forget, man, we just had 2 fucking games that released recently for $50, and they have done well. One of them was just a fucking half-assed Unreal Engine 5, please hire my friend, fucking tech demo, essentially. But they remade the entirety of Oblivion into Unreal Engine 5 as a remaster. It is not a remake, it is a remaster. Fuck that stupid notion of that being a remake, man. It's not a fucking remake. Anyways, of that remaster being $50, right? And then we also have something like what was it like I think it was the Expedition 33, something like that. I don't know. I forgot the name of that game. Excrement 33. Damn, got him. No, but anyways, that game as well was $50. We just had 2 fucking games that came out, bro, for $50. You guys need to start putting fucking games at $50. Go eat shit. Your games are not fucking worth anymore. I mean, hell, I even think $50 nowadays is too much for fucking video games. You don't... Okay, here's the thing, though. That's not entirely true. I think if the game is big and expansive enough, well, big in terms of, what you're able to do, how fun it is, blah, 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 right? If it's worth this to, the $50 to $70, maybe even $80, too. Again, hard-pressed to find a game with that much quality. But If it's worth the premium prices, I'm willing to pay for it. But most games are not. Let's be fucking honest here. You guys don't go above and beyond with every category for a game. You know? The graphics, music, gameplay, none of you fucking do. It's either shit that we already played anyways, that are way cheaper, especially on Steam. You know? Hint, hint, go to fucking PC. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's like either shit that we already played, or a worse version of what we already played. And you're trying to sell it for fucking full price and more buggy. And with worse performance, worse graphics, worse everything. You game developers and publishers, whatever, who's responsible for this shit, you gaming companies have nerve to be charging us anywhere near $80 or $70 or any of that, really. You got some fucking nerve to do that.
All digital Xbox Series X system. Like, at least with the PlayStation 5 Pro, there is a bump in visual resolution. But why am I going to buy
No, there isn't.
this Xbox console? Like, we also know, by the way,
listen, all consoles are shit. None of their upgrades are worth it. None of their fucking, sequel consoles are worth it. Go to PC. Go to PC. Do not listen to these dumb gaming fucks who, like, spend most of their time on fucking YouTube. Trying to appeal to a certain fan base, hint, hint. You know? So, don't listen to these fucks on YouTube. Go to PC, forget console, abandon your console, sell your shit for it, and maybe you could use that money to get a fuck ton of games on PC and a PC itself.
we also learned that Game Pass has completely stagnated. Call of freaking Duty only boosted Game Pass on Xbox by about 1%. 1%. So, like, Game Pass is going to have to adjust to this.
Is that even proven, though? If that is, that's fucking hilarious. Well, of course it did, by the way, because, well, I mean, if it's even 1%, of course, because they raised the fucking price, and people weren't really subscribing to Game Pass in the first place, and then they lost more games on top of that. It's like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, of course.
As well, and holy shit, man, this is nuts, bro. This is nuts. Like, these companies, they need to take a step back and really start to figure things out, because, you know, especially Xbox, I just don't see this playing out well for them. I don't see this helping, you know, systems. Like, people already are not buying Xbox consoles. I have mine. I thoroughly enjoy it. But things
So do I, but I don't enjoy it. I don't play at all, actually.
like this are going to, you know, deter would-be customers and stuff like that. And now raising the price of everything.
I mean, if you are going to get an Xbox console, get a fucking One X, man. Get a One X. It's better than the Series S, and it's fucking cheaper. Especially now. It's cheaper than the Series S. Go get yourself a bunch of physical Xbox One games, which you could get fucking dirt cheap, by the way. That's how I got my Xbox One collection. Dirt cheap, third-party stores. Go for it, bro. Go for it. If you want Xbox games and consoles or whatever, get a One X for dirt cheap. Go to Mercari or whatever, get one for dirt cheap, and buy games for dirt cheap. You will thank me later. You don't even need Game Pass, bro.
I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I want to know, does this make you, like, if you don't own an Xbox, I don't think you're ever going to buy one at this point. Because if you don't own an Xbox...
No one will. Yeah, no one's even going to buy the next one.
You'll probably have a PlayStation. And if the games are coming over to PlayStation, you can at least pick and choose which games you want to play and not have to worry about paying for the Xbox console and then paying for Game Pass. I know people are going to say that this makes Game Pass more attractive, but if you don't, if you're raising the cost of buying a game, you're also going to raise the cost of Game Pass. You have.
Well, not only that, but guess what? If you're raising the fucking prices of oh shit, what the hell? I did not know you. What the? Anyways, if you raise the price of consoles, you know, how are you going to get more people to subscribe to Game Pass? Because most of the people subscribing on Game Pass are on Xbox. They're on the Xbox console. Let's be fucking honest here. So you're even going to get less people to subscribe to Game Pass over the lifespan, because, like I said before, ain't no other ecosystem is going to allow for fucking Game Pass. Ain't no one going to allow it. Steam is not going to allow it. Nintendo, Sony, I already said this. They're not going to allow Game Pass. Rightfully so. Why should they? That shit will take fucking, like, profits off of their sales. No shit. Why would they? But, yeah, man. This is just getting ridiculous, man. This is getting horrible. This is just silly. Completely silly. And, fuck consoles to hell. Got another fucking price increase. Sony just recently fucking increased their PSN. Oh yeah, Sony, thank you. Because you really deserve the fucking money. Now, I could bitch about this stuff because you retards are actually buying it. I'm not. So, I actually have every right to bitch about it. You guys don't. So, that's the thing. I will bitch about this till the sun, or till the cows come home. I don't fucking care. Man, gaming is a joke now. But whatever, what can I say? Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.